Hi, gentlemen. Welcome back. Hope you're having a great start to your week. So, today, what I'm going to talk to you about, my brothers, is why I believe righteous bodybuilding. I'm going to coin that term. Righteous bodybuilding is what we need these days. It's going to save the world. And that may sound silly. That may sound like I've been reading too much Yukio Mishima, but righteous bodybuilding is going to save the world. And it's going to save the world from ugliness. It's going to save the world from men, weak men that degenerate the world, that quit holding on to the spirit of strength, of tradition, that let the actual spirit of strength decay. So, righteous bodybuilding, man. And that's the thing, you immediately going to think that sounds meatheadish, that sounds stupid. And you have to understand though what I'm talking about. I discovered bodybuilding a long time ago. Actually, you know what? I tell you what, man. This last 2 years, I've really let go of the way, the Tao. I sort of got off the path of the righteous bodybuilder, and I started to partake in more degenerate activities. I've been drinking more. I've been eating more junk food, not as slipping up, sort of not seeing the importance. And so what I quickly realized is that, well, I began to partake in these things and I began to become more ugly. Seriously, my body became more ugly. I grew more fat. I grew more lethargic. I gained more weight. I I became ugly. My spirit almost became sort of took on this defeatedness. It took on this this spirit of defeat, this ugliness. Um, what I found happening is I became more during this time convinced that the intellect was more important and what mattered. Um, and it's almost weird because intuitively I knew that the body was super important, that you needed to be righteous, you needed to try to make yourself strong and beautiful when I was young, and from a very early age, 15, I think the age of 15 when I first picked up the barbell, started doing these curls and trying to become stronger and showing my parents, as the oldest son, I'm going to be strong. I'm going to make myself great. I felt invigorated, and slowly over time, you let that go. And so, what I believe happens is when you begin to build your body, when you begin to sculpt your body to make it healthy, to make it high testosterone, what happens is you begin to get a sort of disgust for what is impure, for what is degenerate. You begin to get a disgust for what is ugly. And I shouldn't say disgust as in like that, but more of a distaste. You begin to resent. You begin to get a distaste for what is ugly, for what is not beautiful. And I believe that beauty seeks to make beauty. Beauty loves beauty, just as ugliness loves ugliness. Beauty seeks to perpetuate more beauty, to make more beauty. And you can see this in in what beauty tries to do. It tries to maintain beauty, it tries to cultivate more. It through art, through health, through even you can see is to be healthy, you must make healthy, you must consume healthy, which gives you energy, which this energy tries to create, tries to make more beauty around it. It doesn't let ugliness in because ugliness then would make more ugliness and then lead to a decline. So you clearly see that the beauty tries to make more beauty, and you can go into a lot of different examples. Um, we could go deep into ugliness, creating more ugliness, and I think that would offend a lot of people. that ugliness actually continues to make things more ugly. But that'll be a topic for another day. So for now, we're going to focus on beauty, so you sort of get a distaste for what is ugly. And you seek to make more creative beauty. And what you feel is that you become you become a pillar. You become a pillar of strength, a pillar of light in your life as you make yourself into what I would call a righteous bodybuilder. And only a few can understand that. Only a few, it's almost like a culture of strength. A few of you in the culture of strength that know, you feel it. You feel it. You feel the disgust. And I see this in a lot of people that take care of their bodies. They start to look out on the world as a separation from themselves. They look upon what is going on and they see it. It's like a disease, a sickness, an ugliness that is infecting the world. And you don't want to be a part of it. You want to seek to change that. You want to seek to be a pillar of light and strength in that world. And so start with yourself, man. And I think there's a perverseness that happens with the bodybuilding these days. We're no longer in the golden era. When we look back, it wasn't only the black and white photos, but it was this era where it seemed honorable to be strong. It seemed there was brotherhood there. There was strength there in your group. You see it in Arnold and Franco smiling, and the guys in the gym, Frank Zane, and just Tom Platz, and these bodybuilders that would be there lifting each other up and having a great time. And it wasn't about showing off their newest gym shark, and they didn't have these ugly beats in their head and pumping music and sort of self-isolated. It was a culture of strength where they built each other up. And now we have more of a sort of perverse narcissism almost, where strength isn't meant to nourish the spirit. You're more than a shell. A man is more than a shell. And when you make the shell the only thing, that's not what righteous bodybuilding is about. Cultivating strength, making yourself beautiful, is to make your spirit beautiful so that you can nurture more beauty and that you can help get rid of ugliness in your life. And so it's perverted these days because it's more just about the aesthetic and less about the spirit. And you can see it in the eyes of the young men, where it becomes more of who is going to view this, who is going to like my thing, and so you always try to appear perfect, and it's more about increasing your own self and raising yourself up for praise, which I don't think it's a good start, but it lacks the spirit. That's what it does. It lacks the spirit. So it's no longer a righteous bodybuilder. It's just bodybuilding. Okay? You see this tie-in almost to good and evil. Like everything is good and evil. You could say, well, think about it. Well, most things are either ugly or beautiful. Good and evil. So what is ugly is evil. It's disgusting. You could see this in the grocery stores that you frequent. Your health is relative to probably the majority of the people that shop at the grocery store. Think about that. Think about that, really. There's some outliers. I go to Costco. I'm trying to think. Costco's like you don't see too many obese people at Costco. But you see in the very poor, the Walmarts, you see in the Save-A-Lots, Giant Eagles in Ohio. You see an ugliness there. In physical health, in beauty, you see an ugliness there. And you see the quality of the food being ugly. And then, yeah, man, just look at the grocery store. That's just one example. And that's not particularly evil, you could say. But I'm saying it seems that evil tends to be ugly. And if you think about the story of God and the Creator, when he threw Lucifer down, Lucifer was trying to be God. Satan was trying to be God. And he was envious of God, that he was never going to be as great as him. So you could think of being cast out. If our Creator is one of beauty and and something that created us in his image, that was pleased with what he created, then you could say that that was beautiful and it was perfect. But then if you have sort of the opposite, the other side of the coin, the evil comes into the picture. Evil seeks to ruin creation. It seems to tear down what is beautiful. It seems to make a mockery of things that are beautiful and perfect. And so this spirit has entered into the modern age. And it's everywhere now. It's a spirit of ugliness, a spirit of perpetual decay. And I really believe that it is the man that strives to make himself strong and beautiful, that nourishes his spirit, creates a spirit of power and love, that is going to regenerate society, that can stand as a pillar in the midst of all this decay and this chaos. That's exactly what it's going to take. All right, so righteous bodybuilding, man, get started, and don't shy away from it. Don't shy away. We'll go more into this upcoming week. I got some stuff planned for you guys. If you want to hear about anything, please let me know. All right, let me know down below in the comments. Love you all. Stay strong. We're creating a culture of strength. So be the light, man. Be the light for your brothers. Be the light for everyone here. Build each other up. Don't tear each other down. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.